Welcome to the International Law Association Mauritius Branch. Um, Indeed, I am the president of the International Law Association Mauritius Branch, and I am a practicing solicitor for the senior courts of England and Wales. Global international law is key to justice and development in a globalized world. The International Law Association was founded in Brussels in 1873. Its objectives is to explore international law, both public and private law. Under its constitutions, its objectives are the study, the clarification and development of international law, both public and private, and the furtherance of international understanding and respect for international law. The ILA has consultative status as an international non-governmental organization with a number of United Nations specialized agencies. The headquarters of ILA is in London, and it has 63 branches, 3 of which are in Africa. Mauritius is the 63rd branch of ILA and the 4th in Africa. The Mauritius branch was indeed incorporated in December 2018. Being a charity set up in Brussels, it has a long and sustainable history. And even more importantly, it has a dynamic presence in a program of current activities. As mentioned, it is already represented in 62 countries, and its headquarters is in London. Membership is open to all those with a serious interest in the implementation and study of international law. And membership is open to both lawyers and non-lawyers. Okay? The ILA itself, as its core, has 24 committees and informal study groups composed of members all over the world, which focus on selective which focus on a specific areas of public international law where it is perceived that a greater clarity and further development is required. Membership of the association is around 4,500 professionals worldwide and is spread around the world within its branches. Well, I'm a member of the Executive Council, which sits twice a year in London. At the Executive Council meeting in London on the 11th of May 2019, I had the opportunity to put forward the issue of Chagos. And being a new member of the Executive Council, people were shocked why I came with an issue where I was just appointed as the president of the ILA Mauritius. But I felt my duty was beyond my duty to the Executive Council, was to make sure that we represent the interests of Mauritius. So I argued the case of the Chagos in light of the advisory opinion of the ICJ, and specifically focus on the impact of the advisory opinion in international law in the context of decolonization, particularly focus on the area on the right of self-determination. Several members of the Executive Council supported my proposal to set up a committee, or at least a study group. While you have to bear in mind that ILA is not an organization which gets politically involved, but we are more interested according to being in compliance at all times with our charter, or our constitution, which is the furtherance of international law. And so I was asked by the Executive Council Committee to submit a draft proposal on the issue of Chagos from our perspective, and which we are in the process of preparing right now. Well, it is an unavoidable fact that Mauritius has now entered the prestigious scene of international law, having brought a case before the International Court of Justice. This has been possible with the help of foreign experts in international law. The need for foreign experts is surely felt in Mauritius, whereas we shall continue to need the need for foreign expertise in disputes with other states. There's a dire need for progressive capacity building in this area. The setting up of the branch will go a long way towards filling that need. It will strengthen our presence in Africa and give the continent a voice on the international scene while laying a solid foundation in international law for our future generations. The ILA will bring together in conference individuals as well as representatives of voluntary organizations, government departments, statutory authorities, and international organizations. It will assemble members specialized in law as well as non-law experts. This will provide, evidently, a local platform for mutual exchange of views with the topmost specialists in international law and international relations. ILA members will have the opportunity to share their opinions over various matters which are or may become of concern to Mauritius and Africa in the near future, such as disputes over the Tromla or Chagos Islands. It will enlarge, accordingly, our knowledge base and a source of expertise to tap from, and in case of need. Given that ILA brings together eminent personalities of the legal world, members, young and less young, will have the privilege of brushing shoulders with great authors, writers, practitioners and academics in international law and international relations, and draw from their experience. Well, it's a very good question indeed. Like most Mauritians who left the country very young, and after gaining so much experience in the professional world in London, I thought it would be very good to come back and serve the country. And I sort of started in 2012 when I did a country report for Mauritius for the Sunday Telegraph. and the response was very positive. And I thought I would pursue back after working in the city in London, practicing as a solicitor of England and Wales. I thought coming back with the opportunity of sharing my experience in Mauritius with the locals and also grooming the youngsters, the younger generations. And that's why I set up the International Stephen Associates law firm in 2016. And have uh, I have been very lucky as well to manage to gain the blessings of the leading professionals in the country, the legal professionals, to back me up on the project. So there you go. And now I'm in Mauritius. And then after I came now with 2018, we were, during my meetings in London and Sydney, attending the ILA conferences, biennial conferences, I was asked if I want to set up the branch for Mauritius. Of course, it is it's a big responsibility. Bearing in mind, I'm already busy as a practicing solicitor in London and Mauritius. I thought it's my duty to serve the country, and I thought and my answer was affirmative to bring to the ILA committee in London to bring the branch here in Mauritius. And now we are fighting for the Chagos. Hopefully, we'll come with very good results in terms of development and the furtherance of international in this particular area of self-determination in the context of decolonization.